Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, but still on the cryptid encounter thing that we do here. Before we get into these encounters, though, a couple links I'd like to share. As you know, I rely on my Patreon, PayPal, and merch to help keep this channel growing and going. Those links are in the description below. I also have a second channel for creepypasta, fan fiction, and scary voice acting. Stories that don't fit on this channel. Now, if that's anything that you're into, follow that link below and give them a listen. And I also just started a GoFundMe page to help raise some money for ghost hunting, urban exploration, and cryptid hunting videos I'm going to be doing in late spring, early summer. Now, if that's anything that you're willing to help with, that link is in the description below as well. Now I've definitely taken enough of your time. Let's get on with these encounters, shall we? Today's first little ditty of the day. The word Wendigo comes from Native American Algonquin language, meaning evil spirit that devours mankind. While regulated to mythology, many Native Americans recorded encounters with the creature. Some cryptozoologists today speculate that the human-like beast may be related to or may actually be the present-day Michigan Dogman phenomenon. According to a couple of Robinson Township people, a creature fitting the description of the Michigan Dogman appeared in late 93 to early 94 in and around Grand Haven Township, Hoffma Nature Preserve. The story also circulated that in 94, a car on Lakeshore Drive was involved in a collision with an unidentified large animal that authorities concluded was a deer, but the witness was reported to have stated the driver couldn't even explain what he hit. Several years ago, in a wooded area, two Robinson Township boys claimed to have spotted a creature that looked like a half-man, half-dog creature. The first accounts of the Wendigo were recorded by explorers and missionaries in North America in the 17th century. Its general description conveyed an appearance of a werewolf, devil, or cannibal. In Native American culture, it was usually described as a large, skeletal, deformed creature with missing lips and toes. According to Native American folklore, there was good reason to fear the creature. In some accounts, a Wendigo would follow a lone wanderer for a long time. When the prey became suspicious and turned around, the creature would manage to get out of sight by hiding behind a tree. This behavior is also consistent with another creature early white settlers, who were loggers by trade, came to know as hide-behind. After a while, the person being followed would succumb to hysteria, running until he became disoriented by his surroundings, then the Wendigo would strike. A Cree Indian named Jack Fiddler from Ontario, Canada, claimed to have killed 14 Wendigo during his lifetime. He and his son Joseph were arrested for the murder of a Wendigo-possessed woman in 1906. Both men pled guilty of the crime, explaining that the woman had been possessed by the creature's spirit and, during her transformation, the fiddler shot and killed her using silver bullets. Jack Fiddler took his own life September 30th, 1907, before he could stand trial for the murder. It is believed the legend of the American werewolf sprang from the Fiddler event. A possible Wendigo sighting occurred in Lenox, Michigan, as recent as November 8, 2009, when a man by the name of Mitch and a friend were enjoying an evening bonfire. The two heard leaves on a nearby tree rustle, then witnessed a human-like figure standing near a shed. It was claimed that the creature stood 8 to 10 feet tall. "We just stared for what seemed like 5 seconds, Mitch said in a report. and then it screeched and took off into the woods. The behavior of the Wendigo, hide behind, and present-day Dogman all fall into a wider phenomenon, known as shapeshifters, or creatures thought to have the power of changing their physical appearance at will. Another shape-shifting creature said to prowl parts of Michigan, especially Wayne and Oswego counties, is a large Black Panther-like cat. Reports of the Black Panther in places where they don't belong have been occurring throughout North America for 25 years. Still others point to demonic explanations that these creatures are all illusions conjured by the devil in regions where spiritual warfare exists, Ottawa County being one such location. One witness to the 1993-94 Robinson Township Dogman sighting stated in an interview that he believed Ottawa County has a historic undercurrent of demonic activity. It's been a battleground for over a century, he said, and it's still going on today. While all of this may seem incredible and strange, it's worth noting that mainstream folklorists like Thomas E. Bullard of Indiana University have been publishing papers on the possibility of certain kinds of folklore and urban legends find their origin in actual psychological experiences. Whether myth rooted in reality or demonic illusions in a spiritual battle between good and evil, people are seeing what they cannot easily explain. Our second encounter comes to us from Arizona. True story, glad there's a forum to get this off my chest. Summer 2013, I was driving a packed U-Haul through a remote section of Navajo County with my 28-year-old daughter following in her car. Middle of the night, pitch black, and the only radio station I could get was KTNN, a Navajo Nation. The DJ had been playing old school country but switched it up, and suddenly the cab of the truck was filled with otherworldly sounds of the Bear Creek Singers. We had just passed the turn-off to the ghost town of Zenith. Nobody lives out there. It's devoid of life. All I could see was the road illuminated by headlights and the insane music filling my mind. We're doing about 70, and suddenly, he's right in front of me. The next couple of seconds goes like this. There, illuminated in the headlights, is a figure on all fours, walking across the highway, directly in front of my speeding truck. In place of arms and legs, this creature had 4 long sticks, and the body was draped in a colorful Navajo-style blanket. No head, just sticks moving back and forth, slowly propelling him across the road in the middle of the night. I swerved the truck and just missed him, looking in the rear view, and saw him in my approaching daughter's headlights. Then watched her car make the same last-second maneuver to avoid running him over. I was stunned and just kept driving, reassured that she was still behind me. 30 minutes later, we pulled up to her new digs in Snowflake, Arizona, and her first words to me were, "What was that?" For the record, she is LDS and almost never swears. Since that night, I myself have moved to Snowflake and driven that same lonely stretch of 277 fairly often at night, but never while listening to KTNN for fear of creating conditions that would result in the repeat of the incident. I inquired with my native friends up here, and the only advice was, don't tell the story anymore. So I still think God, superstition, and everything else is BS, but will go to my grave believing Navajo Nation cultures still hold powerful secrets the rest of us don't understand. Skinwalkers are real, and apparently they like to mess with ignorant whites like me. Appreciate any feedback because, like I mentioned, our native friends won't discuss it with us, and nobody believes me except for my daughter. Oh, and I'm now a big fan of native drum ceremony, song, and music, so something good did come out of this experience. Our final encounter has photographic proof. And if you'd like to see those pictures, please email me. My email is in the description below. This story was submitted by a subscriber named Shadow Hunter. Hey Jeff, it's me, Shadow Hunter. This encounter happened Friday, March 22nd at 12:30 p.m. It was my friend George, Juan, and me. I was driving on a road near the border by Mexico, and I felt something hit my truck on the passenger side. My friend George saw it. He said it was long, kind of hunched over a bit, and it had black eyes. The skin was white or grayish color. I pulled over to the side to see if there was any dents in my Bronco, but there was nothing. No bumps, dents, or fingerprints. I then went to drop my buddies off, who didn't see it because he was on his phone, LOL. Then I went back with George and took a picture, and that's when my researcher friend found the creature in the picture. By the way, I will be driving back to see if I can get any more evidence. So what did you guys think? I especially thought the little ditty, LOL, that I read to you guys in the first part was amazing. Jack Fiddler, the Wendigo hunter. You know, I really seldom think about shape-shifting and things because skinwalkers just freak me out. The Wendigo is part of my native culture on my mom's side, and I really never thought about the Dogman possibly being the modern-day Wendigo. I don't know, but it's something to think about. It was very interesting to me. The second encounter, definitely a skinwalker. And it's just odd how the music, the ceremonial music, summoned this creature. The third encounter, Shadow Hunter. The pictures you sent me, I did, how you circled it, you can honestly see it. It is blurry, so you are going to have to, think about what you're seeing, but you will definitely see it, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these encounters, and I will be back either tomorrow or Thursday with some more encounters for you. And with that, guys, I bid you farewell.